Hey, what's going on? Magic Pill, expect abundance. This is Caleb here. Thank you for joining me. I feel excited to be here in this video. I'm just sitting here, in Central Oregon. There's snow outside, and I feel it's in April. We don't usually have that, so things are a little bit different here. But this video is about. So I've got two basic assumptions in the platform of the Magic Pill Coach. We are emotional beings. As human beings, we're emotional creatures. And we want to have a rich emotional experience. Now, here's a very interesting thing. It seems to me that it's pretty hard to argue that most children live in a vastly more emotionally rich world than most adults. Um, and most adults live in a very not emotionally rich world. By not emotionally rich, I mean we don't really have resolve. We're closed off. We don't have emotional circulation. We're not emotionally resilient. We don't get the colors and all the things that children do. We just don't have that rich emotional level. But that's what we want more than anything because we're emotional creatures. Okay, now let's ask ourselves, what are we doing pretending like we are bringing children into the real world when we uh, brainwash them and try to brainwash this real world into their brains. Like, what the fuck are we thinking? What the fuck are we thinking? All we really got to do is wake up and realize, oh shit. We're not actually bringing children into the real world. They are born into the real world, and we have sort of fallen into a fake, dark, cold pit, and we're scared. And really what's going on is we're just so scared that we're scaring everybody into the dark, cold pit. Now, so on one level, all we've really got to do for our world to transform, look, everything is transforming. All we've got to do is stop putting up the goddamn barriers and teaching the real world to kids, okay? Because this is not the real world. We can't see the real world. Like, look at this, we've got value, saturation, neutral. This is just for color. Now, we're extremely unbalanced. It's way too dark. It's way too plain. It's way too, mixed up. We don't have a pure experience. It's way too cold. It's way too hard. It's way too solid. We don't have a balance. We don't have a rich emotional experience. We're scared, and we're innocently scaring everybody into this scary, dark, cold cave. So we're not, when are we going to stop kidding ourselves that we're teaching kids the real world? They've got the goddamn real world. They are in the real world. They see the real world. And that's why they're always asking us, the adults, why? Why? Because the way adults do things makes no sense at all to kids. Because kids see color. Kids see the vibrant world. And the world is vibrant. The world is colorful. The world is sometimes hot, sometimes cold, sometimes in between. It's not like just cold all the time, like a lot of adults experience. It's soft and hard, and there's a balance of it. There's this energies going back and forth, and kids are connected to it. They're connected to it. They're experiencing it. And I'm talking about most kids, not all kids. Some kids have fallen out of that connection, unfortunately. So look, on one level, all we've got to do is shut the fuck up and be fucking quiet and just relax as our factory settings default, as our extreme forcing of things, our trying to control the order of things, you know, we think our emotions come from, basically, our emotion. So we've got to stop telling kids that the emotions come from the world, because they don't. Kids are connected to the fact that their adult emotions come from the inside. So all we've got to do is look at the world, look at the goddamn world, and we'll see right through it, and we'll get, you know, connected to our emotions again. We've got to drop our vocabulary, all this stuff. We don't need a revolution. We don't need to do anything except sit down, shut up, and look. You don't have to sit down. And what I mean is the noise, all this, we got to let the noise slow down. The noise comes out of all the tension that is in our experience, in our bodies, and that tension comes out of straining to try to control a changing and moving world. We're trying to force an order that we think is going to create a more rich emotional experience, and it's not even, it doesn't even work that way. So it's completely 100% hopeless, because we're not set up to control our emotions. We're not set up to control the order of the world. The world comes out of our emotions. Our emotions come out of invisible thought and consciousness, invisible energy. Okay, so back to, you know, basically, we basically stop trying to bring kids into the real world. Stop pretending that you are in the real world. You're not. Okay? Survival is a game, language is a game, society is a game. We're playing games. This is not the real world. We can't see the goddamn real world. We can't see the goddamn real world. We can't see the goddamn fucking real. You can't see the real world. Kids can see the real world. So stop pretending that we're teaching them anything other than just the games that we play. We're teaching them the games that we play. We're not teaching them about the real world. We're teaching them these arbitrary games that we play. Okay? We are pure energy. We are color and all this shit. So stop teaching kids the real world. It's bullshit.